Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is SugapieSimmer, also known as Marie. This is my very first YouTube channel and I'm so excited to share this video with you guys. I had wanted to give you guys a little backstory about myself since this is my first video. Like I said, I am a 30-year-old, but I've been playing Sims for a very long time. It wasn't until recently that I realized that there were other people who enjoyed watching and building as much as I did on Sims. So I figured why not start a YouTube channel and start making my own videos where I get to build and show you some of the talent that I have. I'm still learning. I actually watch a lot of YouTube channels who do the same thing. So this home that we are building in the video is a small modern home. It's actually set in a woodsy area. I found it on Pinterest and I thought it was cute. I realized that the neighborhood that I built it in, which I can't remember what it is at the moment, is not particularly meant for this particular type of house, but we're gonna go with it for right now. So as I said, this it's just a one bedroom house. It has the living room upstairs and the bedroom is downstairs. As you can see, I'm working on the outside area. um, like I said, this is my first YouTube video, and as much as I've tried to build or have built in the past on my own, just for my own pleasure, I still am learning a lot of new things, tips and tricks. And I really wanted to test out my ability to build a house for YouTube by starting with something a little on the smaller side. I do have a online gallery. It's under the name Love Bubbles. Go figure. There's so many different names for me, but we'll get there together. As long as you're willing to work with me and give me tips and tricks, I'm happy to keep sharing videos with you guys. So as you can see in the video, we're working on the outside. I struggled a lot with the colors with the outside siding. Like I said, I found this video on a YouTube. On Pinterest, and I wanted to recreate it. But I struggled to find the siding that I really like to fit this, so you'll see me finagling with the colors a little bit or going through the different colors a lot. So this is supposed to be a woodsy, modern home. So like I said, it's not really particularly built for this neighborhood, but like I said, we'll get there and I'll start making sure that I put things in the right setting. But for the most part, this house is available on my gallery, and I'll make sure I link all of my information down below where you can find it if you decide you want to go ahead and um, download it. So as you can see, like I said, we're still working on the outside here. Um, I wanted to give you guys a little bit more information on myself. Like I said, I am 30 years old. I do live in the Philadelphia area. I am married and I don't have any kids. So hence why I'm playing Sims. I don't have any pets that live with me. I'm actually allergic to cats and dogs, but I love cats and dogs. I think they're so cute. Um, I am currently a fiduciary accountant as well, full time. And if YouTube becomes something that ends up being something I really want to do full time, maybe I'll take this up full time. But I love my job, and I just really do enjoy um, building. So I have built other houses before, and on my gallery you'll find a lot of the ones that I have built or ones that my family has built that shares my account with me. Shout out to my family here in Philly. And I just like to build. So recently I did build a very big 5-bedroom house that was pretty cool, very cluttered. I very symmetrical, and I'll link that build below. I didn't get a chance to record it, which I'm kind of upset about, but I figured I'd start off with something small here. So um, we're about 4 minutes in, and I'm already figuring out what the heck do I want to say. So I guess we could talk about the house. So as you can see, I did also struggle a little bit with the window choices, and I wanted to make sure that the outside looked as woody or uh, outdoorsy as possible. So you'll see me putting down the about to put down the trees that I wanted to do, and these trees that I actually picked, they were actually similar to what I saw in my Pinterest photo that I was using as a reference. Like I said, it is a smaller home. It's not meant, it could be up for two Sims. If you wanted to make it um, more for a bigger family, you probably could, because there's a lot of space in the downstairs area where the bedroom is. So I struggled here with the landscaping. I'm still learning how to do that part. A lot of people I've watched, including Miss Griffey and some Lissy and Evelyn, they're really good with um, landscaping, and I've learned a lot of tips from them. So this is just me just being really simple when it comes to the landscaping, nothing really intricate. I did do a little bit of terrain paint here and also for the walkway, and then also for the dirt. So that's pretty as far as it goes with the terrain paint. But I try to keep it as neat as possible. Um, what else? so right now I'm recording this video in the middle of our situation. So I figured this is the perfect time to go ahead and do my first YouTube video since I have a lot more time on my hands since I'm working from home. Um, so right now that's what I'm up late and my husband's upstairs asleep, and I'm downstairs recording. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the house was a little pretty easy to uh build. It wasn't a lot to do because most of it was an outside reference. It was the inside that I kind of struggled with because I really wanted to try something different, but it ended up being kind of on the simpler side, which is okay considering this is my first YouTube video. So I'm not too worried about it being too intricate, and I think that the other houses that I have built are a little bit more intricate because I took a little bit more time with them. But this one took me a couple hours to build, and it is a 30-minute video, so it is on the longer side because it took me a little time to get through certain parts of the of just maneuvering everything with the computer and such. So here I am picking out the door for. I wanted to do like a little porch area, and in the photo of the Pinterest photo, there was a little porch area. So that's what I have here. I wanted to kind of mimic that. Struggled to find again the perfect flooring for this area, and I ended up settling on that color, and I think it came out pretty nicely. So we're gonna open up. So it is an open floor plan upstairs for the kitchen and dining room area. And here I am just choosing the same steps that are outside, but I decided to when I wanted turn steps, but I had to figure out how I wanted them to be oriented. I guess if that makes sense. So I finally figured it out, and that's what I settled on. That's orientation of the steps, and I really like the way it came out downstairs. The downstairs has the bathroom, which is also has the laundry room in the bathroom. The downstairs also has obviously the bedroom, which is open floor plan as well with the office. So it's a very open floor plan house, and I like that. I like that style. That's kind of the style that I go for when I look at houses. Even though I'm renting right now, but when I'm ready to buy a house, I would love an open floor plan house. I think just having more space makes more sense to me. So we're about to start decorating the inside. I noticed that in comparison to other simmers, I'm not really the type of person who likes a lot of clutter. So you won't see a lot of clutter in this particular house. It's very neat and kind of color coordinated, not too out of the box, but kind of color coordinated. So I wanted to try to separate the rooms here, and that's what you see me doing. I wanted to leave up the beams, but I didn't like how it looked, so I ended up getting rid of them so they don't stay very long. Which is okay. I'm still testing out a lot of these things, and I've never really used the archways like that, so they weren't really working for me in this case. So I'm taking them out here. um, so like I said, this house is not cluttered very much for the most part. It's a simple home, not too crazy, pretty straightforward. A small little backyard, nothing much going on. There's a little reading area as well in this house. I just like the idea of something open floor plan, very very minimal. If that's what I could describe it, very minimal. So here we are, just putting down the same floors in the downstairs area. I don't like the rugs in Sims. I don't think I'm the only person who doesn't particularly care for the rugs. Um, but I have heard other simmers say that they're not particularly fond of the rugs, but I'm not either. So we're back upstairs, and now we're finally working on getting some furniture and some appliances in the house. So what I was thinking was the kitchen could be the center area of the house, so that's what I'm working on here. So this is the kitchen in the center area, and then you'll see where the living room will be and the dining room will be, and then you of course so I have pretty much all of the packs, and I don't remember where I got those islands from. I think they may be Island Living, but I love these particular ones too. But these aren't the ones that I actually end up keeping. I actually changed them out. And you're about to see me change them out now. So the ones that I end up using were from the Spa Day pack, and I really like these ones as well. So I'm sorry if you watch my videos and you end up saying you always use those. Yes, because I do like them, but I'm going to try my hardest to try different things. The one thing that I also am still trying to learn is cheat codes. I haven't really gotten the hang of using the debug menu. So as we grow and as I grow as a YouTuber and as a builder, I'm hoping that I'll be better with using the different uh, cheat codes. But the one that I do have on right now is the move objects. So, and I really like that one. I do like being able to put things a little closer or put them in a certain spot. So that's such. So, so here we are, just placing down the dining room table. I decided that I wanted to do. I thought it would be nice for it to be near the window in the front of the house, and it looks really nice from the outside that way, and it also looks really nice from the inside too. I think it looks really pretty this way. So I didn't like the first chairs that I chose, so I ended up choosing the second set. So that's the ones that you just saw. And now the living room is right near the door. So I tried to do something different with the living room, but as I said, this house ends up being a lot of matchy matchy, a lot of tans, a lot of browns, a lot of blacks. Not too much color, which is not a normal thing for me, but it's also not abnormal for me. Personally, I do like very neutral tones. So a lot of times that's what I would go for in the most part. And here you see me just taking out the one of the chairs because I felt like the island was too long. Um, three is enough. Three is enough. So here I am just finagling with the living room area. I wanted to put a TV on the wall, but my idea was that I would want a catty corner, and obviously you can't do that with one of the TVs up on the wall. So I had to do a catty cornered TV stand. So now we're downstairs, and my philosophy, or rather my methodology for building is to get all of the furniture and appliances in first, get an idea of where everything's going to be, then I add additional stuff like clutter. So that's why I didn't finish upstairs before I moved downstairs, and I did that for a specific reason, so that way I can see where I want everything to be, and then I can add all the color clutter later. So this is me working on the bedroom area. None of this stays the same. All of this ends up getting moved, with the exception of the dresser. And like I said, the study is down here as well. So the computer area is down here. So I'm gonna put down. I really like this bookshelf that I chose. Um, I don't remember what pack that's from though. But anyway, I do like that bookshelf, and I have heard of the red shelf. I have to add it to my um, repertoire of things, so I'm actually going to add it after I finish this voiceover, and so that way I can level things, put more things on the shelves, and put them in different spots as well too. So that's what I'm doing here. So like I said, I like to do all of the, for the most part, furniture first. It just makes it easier for me to see where everything's going to be, how it's going to look. And it also, I don't like to go back and forth and change stuff too much. I like to work room by room. So that's typically what I'm doing here, even though I'm doing the study and the room at the same time because they're technically in the same room. But I do like to work room for room. So that's usually what I'll do. So here we are, just adding some light to the area. Uh, I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. I didn't want it to be too much going on, because the idea was supposed to be modern. I think I'm still learning how to decipher the different decorating styles, which is okay. This is all going to be a learning process, and we'll do it together. And I'm open to any suggestions anyone have. Like I said, I still watch other YouTubers on Sim that play Sims, um, and I learned a lot from them watching them. Like I recently found out that there was a uh, group of people, or a community of people, of simmers who build. I That was, well, back in December, and I didn't know they existed. And as much as I've had Sims all my life, well, almost all my life, but as much as I've played Sims and had it, um, I was very surprised to find out that there was a whole community of people who love playing Sims and building on it as much as I do. I don't normally play as like do the create a sim and actually play with the Sims. I'll play with them every once in a while. Like if there's a new pack that comes out, I'll test out the new areas, I'll test out the new features. But for the most part, I stick to the building. That's pretty much my comfort zone. My family members, they like to actually play, so and they tell me all the things that they do with their Sims. One of my sisters, she likes to do mods, which is pretty cool. I haven't tried them yet, but they're really interesting. I do know there's a simmer on YouTube. His name is Oken. I could be saying that all wrong, and I'm sorry if I just butchered that, but I'll definitely link him down in the description. But he likes to use mods, and he's so good. I like convinced that he's like a architect. Like he can do it. He knows what he's doing. So we finished. I done talked through the whole dang on study decoration. I actually did decorate a lot in the study area. And now we're on to the bathroom. And my original thought with the bathroom was um I wanted to have the pillars like the ones that you see me trying to place here. I wanted to have them down for the shower area. I have seen other people do this and I like the style of that. So that's what I was going to do, but I had a little trouble with the way it was placing. It kept trying to snap to the wall, which is what it's supposed to do, but I just didn't like that it was doing that, so I got frustrated. I did eventually see it keeps snapping. It just kept snapping and I got frustrated, so I had to like take the wall off, move it to where I wanted to move, put the wall back on, and then it was in the perfect position. But then I looked and I was like, I don't know. And I put the shower on and everything. I actually got as far as putting down the shower and then also the counters for the sink. But then I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know. And then I also realized I needed to put a laundry room in the bathroom. So I wanted to make sure it was enough space in there for that. And then obviously you saw me pick up the spa day counters again because again I love those counters, but I tried to do something different here, so I grabbed different counters. So that actually is the shower area is actually about to get knocked out because I don't need it anymore. um I end up opening up and using that little area from the outside as the shower and toilet area, and so that way I can still also have my laundry room. So that's what I'm doing here. So I like I've seen other simmers do this as well, where they would not use they would make their own shower, and I like the idea of the shower. I was having a little glitchy moment when I tried to raise the window. The window, like the screen moved and it went out to the outside of the house, and it was just really weird. I think I might need to update um my Sims account. I'm not sure what's going on. But it just wouldn't sit right, so I had to cut that out. But I tried to keep as much as everything that I did in this video. I did want my first video to be a little shorter than 30 minutes. I think that's kind of long. I only wanted 15 minutes, but I think I wanted to make sure that I showed my basic talent because I do feel like it's basic, but I feel like I've learned a lot, and I feel like I can decorate really well too. So again, I'm very open to suggestions on decorating, on any suggestions on what I should do next. I have a couple houses that I want to build next, so as I get into the groove of uploading to YouTube, we'll get there, and I'm hoping to do a video every week or maybe every couple days, depending on how my schedule goes, because I'm a busy woman. So we have the laundry area in here, so that's from obviously the laundry day pack. Put some rug down, and I also decorated this area as well too. So I made sure to put a couple things in here, like a linen closet, and put some plants in here. I think there's a couple pictures. Yeah, so like the bathrobe and the towels and everything. So I've been the trash can, so I put everything pretty much that you need in the bathroom with a couple little clutter things. So again, I don't like to clutter too much in my own house. I don't clutter too much. So I kind of mimic how I am, but I don't have a problem with cluttering. I just don't like it. I don't like to see too much of a mess everywhere. That's what it looks like to me at least. So yeah, so now we're just decorating the bathroom. I decided to go ahead and decorate it here because at this point, that's pretty much every room in the house taken care of. So now I can start backtracking to decorate. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just adding a bunch of stuff like a hair dryer. And then I decided to go back into the room and put the perfume. I imagine that a woman lived here. So a lot of the things that are in the house are very geared towards a woman. Um, so, but again, two Sims can live here. So there could be a man and a woman. There you go. So there's a magazine thing in the bathroom. So yeah, so I didn't want to do too much in the study area because it's right to the back of the house. So I wanted to make sure it's pretty minimal. You don't have to walk through too much stuff. But I did add some things on the nightstand, and now we're back upstairs. So now we're gonna start adding some things to the upstairs area. Um, I just wanted to make sure that there was something at the door. I noticed that it was a little dark, so little later on, you'll see me add a couple things to a couple lights to the front of the house. I like curtains, and I had to put BB move objects on because I had to come back to this. I had to stop recording and come back to the video, so that's why I had to do that. Um, so anyway, I like I said, I am married. Been married for technically a month now. But I'm very happy, and he lives with me, but he's upstairs asleep right now because he is still an essential worker, so he still has to go out to work. And while I could just work from home, which is not as fun as a lot of people may think, but I'm very grateful to have what I have. So I wanted to use that little uh divider, but I didn't like the way it looked. It was clipping, and I didn't like the way that that looked. And I was like, okay, maybe that's just doing too much. So I put the shelving from Island Living up there. I thought I took it out, but I guess I kept it. So it's still in the video of the um, build. So if you wanted to download this build, like I said, a lot of my houses are already on my gallery. They're usually up on my gallery. Well, they're going to be, or I'm hoping to have them up on my gallery before the video goes up. So if you see a house before the video goes up, 9 times out of 10 there's going to be a video for it. Um, uh, so this house is already on my gallery, and again, it's love bubbles. But I'll make sure to link all that information down below. So I noticed I don't like a house that doesn't have the tile in the kitchen. So even though the kitchen is in the middle of the house, it still needs its own tile. That's just me. I'm weird like that. So I had to make sure that we section off the kitchen area and put tile in the kitchen. So that's what we have here. So we're coming up on almost being done with the house pretty much because again, it's not that big. So we're just adding some more clutter. I don't think I added a microwave to the kitchen. Hmm. Normally I would, but there wasn't a lot of counter space for this kitchen, and I think if maybe the orientation was a little different, I probably could have got it in there. So now we're gonna do the living room. So I noticed it was a little dark. So I'm like, I don't know, we need some light in here. So I added a couple more lights. I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I should have kept those lights. Maybe I should have did different ones. Again, a learning process. So I'm just picking a rug for the living room. The rug that I ended up choosing, I actually don't like it. This one, I don't like it. I don't know why I kept it. But I mean, it looks nice. I don't remember why I kept it. So it's there. You can always change anything. I really wanted shelves in the living room, but I wasn't really happy with a lot of the shelves that I found. So I just ended up choosing these ones. I believe those are just base game. Um, and I really wanted a radio, so but I didn't want to near the door, so that's why I put it there, and I thought that was a nice spot. Um, and uh, yeah, so we're almost coming up. Well, we have about a few minutes left. So, what else do you guys want to? If you want to ask me any questions, you're more than happy to ask. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Um, Tell me how you like the videos. How am I doing? I'm happy to hear. Take any suggestions, any critiques. I'm very open to any of your comments, concerns, as such. I like I said earlier, I did want a reading nook. I'm a reader, so I like there has to be books somewhere in the house that I live in. So I decided that this little reading spot, this because I didn't want to leave it completely empty. I didn't like how it looked, so I decided, well, let's put a little chair here and put books on the poof. So that's what I did, and then I put a picture above it, and a picture above the stairway. I thought that was really cute. that's something I would do in my actual house. And then I put a rug under the chair as well, because rugs. um, so yeah. But like I said, if there's anything that you guys want to ask me, or if you have questions or concerns, or if you have any like critiques, I'm happy to hear them. Because like I said, this is my first video, so I'm all ears. Let me know how I'm doing. If you like me talking, if you don't like me talking, that's fine too. I was a little nervous to talk. You would think that I was talking to people. I am technically talking to people, but I'm sitting in my house by myself in my living room on my computer, talking to myself, talking to my computer, which is okay. And I went back and forth with whether or not I wanted to do a voiceover or if I just wanted to do a regular no speaking video, but felt that because this is my first video, that I should be introducing myself. I should be letting people know who I am, and uh, what about the video and my methodology. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. Methodology. Oh gosh, how I do things. I figured it was best if I do that, so that we have a better understanding of where my mind was, um, where I'm at as a simmer builder, and how I intend to do this every week, and unless I feel that it's good to do it every day or every other day, but I definitely want to do a video every week, so my hope is to have a video up every week. So we're in the backyard now. It's not a big backyard. I just wanted something simple. And since this is technically supposed to be in a woodsy area, I felt, why not have a a little uh what's that called? A fire pit. A little fire pit. And I didn't want to have a big grill. I wanted something small, so that's why I chose the smaller grill. So now we're just adding a couple things out here. I added a couple lights. I also added planters, and there are other skill building the easel in the office area as well. Sorry if I'm, saying a lot, but so uh but anyway, and then I wanted the porch to have some seating as well so you could sit outside on a nice night. But so I didn't like the colors at first. I thought I liked them, but then I changed them. So that's where we're at right now. But we're coming up on the end of the video with the screenshots. If you have any questions, feel free, like I said, please comment below. And I'm so happy to be doing this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody.